welcome to Broadcast During Quarantine, a show hosted by Copelonian. Welcome to the second installment of Broadcast During Quarantine, a thing I do during the quarantine against the coronavirus, with our guest, Environmentalshelter, a how many times senatorial candidates.
Don't even ask because I have almost lost count, but I do know I am nearing 50. So that's a good thing. And mind you, this is senatorial and presidential. I have never gotten into those two. And I'm not counting the one where one of the Senate got into presidency and the one where I got fucking shanked by a rigging cock. This is why I have a mouse addiction. This is the shit why.
Let's start.
What are the questions for today?
Ivy said that the impeachment was slow because the cases for the rigging thing was slow because of the executive. What do you think of that?
My opinion about this whole situation is that I believe that the main problem lies on the problem of exactly the cases have on the judiciary. Mind you, the judiciary has still a lot of cases on its hand, but it wasn't able to deal with one that I believe is the largest problem yet, that being the rigging. And I believe the problem over there doesn't exactly lie on possibly the executive, but rather on exactly how the organization of the law are made. Now, don't get me wrong, first come, first serve is great for when you have very little case and you want to deal with them at hand, but when they are something very big, I do believe that an exemption should probably be made over that case in particular due to their rather huge importance into the situation. Do you understand?
Your accents seem to be very thick.
Yeah, I am aware. I've been told God knows how many times about my accent, so I am used to it. I have a fucking list somewhere. I don't know where I have it right now, but I have a list of how many different assets I've been called in. I've been called in fucking Chinese for God's sake.
I think that you sound very Italian. You sound like you could be a voiceover for Mario.
Mario. There you have it.
Um, so basically, you're saying you would reform the judiciary.
Not much, really. I don't think that isn't really that bad of a situation, but I do believe that we should probably cut down the red tape a little bit and try to make it so more important cases go first rather than our smaller one.
Oh, yeah, okay. The next topic. So basically, the popular bloc use this for their campaign is a meme about Tankman. You know, Tankman from Beijing in 1989, and it's basically about that laws are using very complicated language. Would you
in
think?
my CFE. Have you seen my CFE? You can see my opinion on it right over there. My opinion is that the law is, in fact, complicated. As it currently stands, I do believe that there are a lot of red tape around things and around a very complicated wording. Now, don't get me wrong. At the beginning, it was understandable, but there is such a point where there's so many nuisance of words and knowledge that it becomes fucking impossible to be understood. That's why I believe that we should begin cutting out the red tape and just cutting out useless things, cutting out things that are not important, that are not being used, and just remove them. Not using that and just try to make the thing as understandable as it is simple, as it is simple as possible. If we can get those two things done perfectly, we not only will have something that actually makes fucking sense, but we also have something that people would be able to understand so that they could be integrated far better.
So basically, you're gonna make simple English Wikipedia, but for the laws.
Exactly.
Yeah, most people would agree that law language is very complicated and for no reason.
It is my first thing on my CFC, perestroika. The idea of just cutting down bureaucracy and try to make it as simple as and easy as possible to try to avoid this current hellhole of a bloated system that we currently have.
Next would be Ghost is saying that is asking where should we do the next meme expansion campaign, and we have trebuchet memes, rough Roman memes, vexillology.
Political political compass. There is no doubt that political compass is one that is currently on the rise at rapid speed. Not only that, but they are a political meme page. As they are a political meme page, that means that we have already a community of people that are already connected to politics. So I already believe that with a community that is already acting on politics and a community that is, already growing quite fastly, we will greatly benefit of such expansion toward getting their support and help from them. That being said, we cannot do that effectively if we do not fix the problem that we have at home. That being, this fucking bureaucracy of absolute fucking mess. If we don't have that shit fixed, nobody's gonna be able to be integrated because nobody will be able to understand this stupid ass law system.
Where would you place yourself on the political spectrum?
Technocrat in real life, so technically speaking, they are like out center. But when it comes to the places, I am purple liberal because purple is pretty.
Next would be, what are your opinion on the front of United Neutrals? Who thought of that
Pass!
name?
Pass! 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 Listen, I like my head on my neck. Can I please keep it? I'm really not getting to that mess.
What about the progressives?
Same thing, but instead of my head in my face.
Oh, what? Next.
Let me be honest here. The current mess between Progressive Party and the Fan Party remind me of back when we had Solidarity and the CFP. So back on September and October, we had like two big parties: the Solidarity, which were a broader left-wing party, and CFP, which was a broader right-wing party. Both parties had two wings in essence. One wing, which was more moderate of sorts, and a more extreme wing, who proposed more radical ideas. In the case of this on the CFP, they were the first one to fall, in fact, with their more right-winger elements of Nazis and sort of thing, quickly infiltrating the structure and continuing to collapse. For Solidarity, they actually managed to survive a little bit longer, but after some opinions she had on the place, Solidarity quickly split them onto multiple factions. But I do have to say that the CPCU is not a faction that actually split from, Solidarity. In fact, it wasn't my intention, but that party was actually being planned before the collapse, with me, Deus, and Iceberg. We had the party planned out because after hearing a lot of eyes were talking about Gorbachev and the Soviet Union, I had gotten the idea of maybe making a communist party because there used to be a communist party in SimDem, and I thought that maybe we could try and revive the party and using the rather growing leftist community on SimDem to get them to support us. And it was just a pure coincidence that at the time that we announced the CPCU, the Solidarity Party just exploded into multiple minor parties. And what we have currently, I do believe, like a repetition of the Solidarity CFP situation. Fun is exploding, and unlike the Solidarity CPCU situation, we are still having the Progressive Party exploding as well. And the question comes, who will collapse first? My best, as it currently stands, is on Fun first and then Progressive. What do you think?
I think that it'll be less like splitting off into little parties, but more like them going off SimDemocracy entirely.
Listen, I'm not that pessimistic. I'm not a much of a pessimistic person. I mean, if I was a pessimistic person, I would have stopped running for Senate and presidency. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
I am optimistic that I don't think that will happen. I think everyone here is being a bit too hard on themselves. They're going a bit too, believing on the worst case scenario. I do believe that we can take it to a good case scenario. We just have to believe on ourselves and think it like rational people and not get a knife and begin stabbing each other from the back. I do believe that we can work together. I do believe that we can solve the current crisis. But we cannot solve the current crisis if everyone acting like a fucking idiot. Alright? I am certain we can fix this shit up. But you have to be calm and carry on.
Someone once said that hope for the best but prepare for the worst.
Exactly, pretty much. Or keep calm and carry on.
Do you know who the hell is Vlad the Shad? The new guy that
Who?
the president appointed as Secretary of Expansion, I think.
Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, that guy. Who is he?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Really?
I thought that one of the people I invited would be able to answer who the hell is Vlad the Shad?
It doesn't sound to me like someone on my list. Let me check for a second.
I remember his Nebraska meme
No,
when I was in the expansion thing, but that's it.
like I don't know, man. I don't know the guy. I cannot give you an opinion from someone that I don't know, and I haven't seen exactly their experience. So I will of course not go forth and say anything about the guy before I make a mistake.
Um, one other thing I found was do you know that Reddit account named Fun Exposed? They posted
Oh, that post.
they
Yeah, no, I
posted
am aware of that post. I've seen it.
the screenshot that Night Eye called the Brigade Party a cult. What is your opinion on that?
I mean, I will have to go back on the situation of progressing on the CFP. Progress on the CFP, Jesus fucking Christ. Solidarity and the CFP. I do believe that we are finding ourselves in some situation like that because the movement against solidarity and the CFP at that time was clearly going. That movement was, in fact, in my opinion, the thing that led to the Still Alive party somehow, which is like honestly at this point the SPQR is a zombie, and the rise of the Fun Party because at the time of the great battle between Solidarity and the CFP, that was when Fun first appeared. And that was when, after CFP collapsed and after Fun appeared, it was when the first Fungate incident happened. I'm not sure if you're aware of it. Have you heard of the Fun incident? It's a
No.
small thing, really. Nothing to be important. But to give you an idea, it was, and I shit you not, 5 days of literally drama after drama, starting with the attempt of impeaching Kate under false allegation, and then ending with the absolutely bombastic claim that the president was a pedophile. Some
Ooh.
weird shit like that. Yeah, it was a mess. Like, I'm telling you this, and I'm going to be honest. Back then, when I was in the army, it was an absolute mess. You should have seen the chat. Goodness gracious. Oh,
Thank
goodness
God I
Christ.
didn't came here when there was that much drama. That's like even
Yeah,
worse than other
yeah,
simulation subreddits.
and that's the worst part. And that's the worst part. People are saying that this situation is like Fangate, and I'm fucking laughing right here. Where the fuck do you see allegation of child predators? We are saying the allegation of falsely removing people of government position because they do not align with you. Where do you see that? I don't see that. So where the fuck is the claim that it is Fangate 2.0? I don't believe that it's really that much of a big problem. It is not as bad as bloody Fangate, so we shouldn't be all screaming to the top of our lungs that this is the end of SimDem like it was that time of Fangate again. Let's all be calm, let's all be collective, and I'm certain we all will be fine. Keep calm and carry on.
Yeah. Some people have claimed that the recent impeachment of the people involved with the election rigging was a shit show. Would you say that?
Yes. As a person who was actually unintentionally part of that rigging, as you know, they just threw me in because it would be funny. I have opinion now, but I will save that to myself, or else I will be fucking ranting. I honestly can see that it was an absolute mess on the efforts of removing people up. It took time. It took a lot of fucking time, more time than I thought it would take. But it was done. Granted, it could have done more faster and more simpler. But at least it was done. Let's just go with that. At least it was done. We can deal with those fuckers on course later. First off, let's try to deal with the big boy over here, known as Wolf, fucking cut his head off, and then we put all of the other people who knew about the thing and didn't tell nobody about it, and put a rifle in their head and fucking kill them, because they are the biggest person problem over here. They are about, my mind isn't wrong, 8 people who were aware of this plot and did absolutely nothing. 8 people who intentionally led democracy to be changed, to be practically changed by one simple man because they didn't feel like it is over their problem that this whole current crisis that we're currently having is happening, because they saw it wouldn't be possible. They saw he wouldn't do it. They saw it wouldn't be a problem. Even if they were on their side with that guy, even if they were on their side with planning the scene, the person planning the situation, talk with the people. I even have one of them their bloody promise on using their own past to help. That is really the problem here. I do believe that both Wolf and all of the person who knew about the scene who did absolutely nothing should be put on trial and kicked out of SimDem without a shadow of a doubt. Even if that doesn't include me, who wasn't even aware of the thing, and when you put by the guy because of some funny shit, I would gladly take the fall away and take my lead without all this hell. because this is a disgrace of a situation.
You know that you sound like Gorbachev, but your punishment shall like Stalin.
I know. I know. Hey, I mean, we're communists, so nostalgic.
Next question would be the end of the military. We at the Senate are passing a law to abolish the military.
Okay, and let me just pull out something real quick. You see, back when I first joined, I quickly became sort of an icon when it came to reforming the military because back when I first joined, I quickly noticed the rather horrible state of the military, and I began beating hard on the drum on the idea of reforming the military into something that was actually good. Most of the army thing, in fact, one of my drumming actually did get somewhere. Like for example, look at interview chat right now what I said. This is a new military supplemental act, an act where I, along with 7 other people, work towards fixing the army situation between me, Comstock, Democratic Wolf, Efficient Half, Halfcat, and Matrix. All of us work toward fixing the army. And I cannot, in good mind, agree to the idea of removing the army. I just can't. I work on this thing. I made effort having it happen, and
They
I
didn't
just
pass
cannot.
that. They didn't pass
The
that.
thing, no, the new, no, our army thing actually passed, if I'm not wrong. The army thing actually passed. The reform that we implemented actually passed. The problem came that just, that the idea of just removing it, I don't understand where they're coming. I really do. I just can't do it on good mind. Do you understand what I say?
So basically, you work hard on something, but then someone worked to abolish it.
In abolishing it. I understand when they're coming. I understand what they're saying, and I understand what I believe in. I just can't, on good mind, just accept the removal of it because I worked hard on this to happen. I was the first one who beat the bloody drum about the army being on an absolute horrid state and managed to actually have my drum being heard and gotten into those 2 things that I have done. So seeing now the army being thrown out to be disbanded, I just cannot accept that. So I will never ever accept any sort of disturbance of the army. I worked hard on getting the attention of the rather horrid state of the army, and I will work just as hard to make sure that the army doesn't be deleted once more.
Next would be the reintroduction of the economy.
Yes, I mean, I'll be honest here. When I thought that it would be easy to get it, to happen, but now, fucking, it was impressive. Like, holy shit, the fact that we actually managed to fail to buy was an impressive feat. It was a Simeon and bloody voice that I was fucking laughing hysterically because it is so impressive. Like, holy shit, it was an amazing day. It was an absolute chaotic moment. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I do believe that we should throw back the economy once more and maybe this time make sure that the setting of the referendum was right.
And the next question is, what the hell is SPSV? I'm reading the
Oh.
document. The system Tao was trying to introduce that will.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
I'm reading it and I still don't understand how it works. It's like the only criticism I have is that most people understand how it fucking works.
I can sort of understand it, and it does make sense. Now, I'm not sure if it will be better than the current one that we currently have, but I do believe that it should be put on the table under the current incident under the current incident of the rigging. That being said, I do believe we should also take into consideration possibly the thing that goes having going around, which is using the Reddit poll system. If you're aware, Reddit poll system has Reddit moderators, not moderator, administrator, working towards improving the system and making sure that it was not able to be rigged. So technically speaking, while it's not the current system that we have, the Reddit poll could potentially be a good system for us as it will greatly avoid the usage of rigging in this place.
What do you think about our new flag? I think it looks too much like Namibia.
That's the intention. That's the worst part. It's not supposed to be the new flag. It was the guy who posted literally said it was the flag of SimDem in the style of Namibia.
It looks too much like Namibia.
It also,
It seems like he just switched some colors and then put our seal instead of the sun. Basically, it looks more like oh, this is a flag, but I don't care enough. But this is them now.
at this point, you know what? I'm fucking bored. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is that flag? Not flag random technically, but still. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
The last topic. Have you seen the
Perfect.
recent spamming of memes by Chico? Like,
You know my opinion already. I absolutely despise campaign memes. That's why I started the National Revolution Radio, because I absolutely despise doing these sort of memes. Because I wanted to do it differently. I wanted to do something that truly shown the person behind those ideas. That truly shown that a man believed on what he said, and that it truly shown that a man who is putting those ideas truly believes on what he said, truly wants those ideas to be happen, and truly think he can achieve such ideas in the time that in his position believes so. That's kind of why I hate campaign, because in campaign you just see something that say, "Oh, I support this, that is to support me," and I despise that. The person you should vote for someone who speak their hand and tell you with an honesty on the fucking mic right in front of you, even if it has to be screaming what he believes in, and that those ideas are what he believes in, and he will die believing in those ideas for God knows how long. That's why I still have that same CFC that I made all the way back on late November, because I still believe on those ideas, and I still believe that those ideas, more than ever, need to be achieved.
it seems like the thing that you put hard work in usually isn't popular, but some shitty meme someone makes in 5 minutes got like 200 upvotes.
Oh, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. But don't worry, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Like the first episode of this podcast got like 4 upvotes. It's like it's like why does memes get more upvotes than something people put hard effort in?
If you want to, I have friends, I have connection, I can get them to come in and upload your post so that it gets into the fucking top.
Oh no, I don't want that. I
You want,
just
I
want
can do that.
I want like people to appreciate that someone is tireless enough to make these podcasts to do something
Similar
like
to what I
it's like
do, something similar to. Listen, you know what the best thing you could do?
yeah.
Way back when there was nearly a war with with Allies HQ, I made one hell of an angry post about the whole situation, saying why the war is done. If you want to have your people have your attention on what you say, you do what I did and get them to hear you. Like absolutely hear you, what you have to say and what's your bloody problem. Like, hold on a second. Look at the interview chat. This is what I posted about the whole situation with LISQ. You do something like that, but about the whole situation of shitty memes, and someone will hear you. I am sure of it, because this got here by a lot of fucking people, and I'm sure it can be here again, but for a different situation. Me on my normal self. I'm a bit of an angry fella, if you have noticed, especially when someone does a very stupid shit.
Do you know that those memes I reported all of them because they were posted in like 3 minutes. It's like
Yes,
15 memes in like 3 minutes. That seems very spammy. But I don't think that anything will be done to it because the Marios won't care.
come on, am I screaming about the LASQ war can get to somewhere? I am certain that if we put a megaphone right up into the people's ass and scream, "Stop doing that stupid shit," they'll probably hear about it.
Thank you for your time.
I don't know. Ah, yes, thank you. Oh, and one last thing. I am sorry on the Senate debate for not able to appear in it. I had planned to appear on the SimDem debate, but my health just fucking no took a nosedive, and I was just sneezing like an absolute madman. Probably because of the coffee factory, and I'm a bit allergic to coffee, so yeah, I'm sorry for not being on Sim debate, but I promise you next time I will be there.
Look, I can't participate because it's 3 a.m. where I live. It's 3 a.m. The base I held at 3 a.m. I can't
3
participate.
a.m.
I have 3 minutes for a message from your campaign on your party or whatever. 3 minutes.
Hello, compañero, amigo, compañero de la tertulia. Have you heard of the CPCU? No, no worry. I'll explain it to you. The Communist Party of Same Unity, or CPCU, is a party led by a man who has gone experience with two parties we have both done in the past, the NRP, or the National Revolution Party, and the MF, the Military Front. The CPCO is a left party based around the ideas of communism. However, it doesn't apply on the form of real life communism, but rather goes towards adapting it into the situation, creating a form of communism that can fit on a simulated democratic government like this one. That being said, due to the rather differential view of how communism is seen in real life, the party creator, aka me, Environmental, has also other things represented. For example, you can join in and or form into a faction and provide different view of what communism could be portrayed in democracy. There is also a monthly leadership election where the faction is opposed on the president of the People Congress on who will be the new leaders of the party and as such representative in the presidential election of the month. So please, what are you waiting for? Come join the CPCO. It's lonely. I'm being alone here. I have nobody to talk to. Please, I want people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for tuning in to Broadcast During Quarantine. Please support us by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. Thank you.